Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Bird Zidell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. I got my main man, Johnny Rosado.
What's up?
We got Dr. Schulz.
Hello.
We got my co-host, my main dude, Moneyline Welsh.
What's going on?
What up? Real quick, just one announcement or two announcements. This Friday, or this Saturday, June 18th, yesterday's 8 o'clock, we're having a comedy show. Dr. Schulz will be there. Me, Ray Zawadney, Don Order, and by popular demand, Ghetto Flyer. I don't know how many more comedy shows we're going to do at yesterday's. So I kind of wanted to do something for my birthday. So this is going to be like a Z-Bird birthday celebration comedy show. So come out and support us for my birthday. I'd really appreciate it. And the second thing, I just wanted to say happy birthday to Addie. I love you, and I hope you have a great day.
Happy birthday,
sweetheart.
Romantic Mike.
Well, you know.
Happy birthday, Addie.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy
It's
birthday.
better than heroin addict Mike. I like that. So speaking of romance, what's going on in this room?
Mr. Romance.
Old Jackie Romance, huh?
Land.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good for
thanks.
you.
Very exciting stuff.
Hearts are breaking all over Southside tonight.
Yep, that's it.
I can hear it.
It's over, ladies. I got engaged this weekend.
Yeah.
Pop the question.
Congratulations, Leanie.
It was kind of nerve-wracking and kind of wasn't. I don't know. It just almost got to the point where, like, I just wanted to do it. You know what I mean? I had the ring for a few days. I didn't want to be responsible for it anymore. I
Put it on her.
Yeah, now this is your responsibility. I took her dad to lunch, asked him in person. That wasn't really nerve-wracking either. It was a pretty simple.
That's a respectful thing to do, though.
Yeah,
That's
he was
the right
pumped.
move.
That was definitely the right move.
He was happy?
Yeah, he was real happy. I did that, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Is that what you guys did? You do in person?
Yeah.
Do a phone call? Because I asked.
No, I asked.
You
Yeah,
went
I
in
asked my
person?
father-in-law.
Yeah, you said before.
I went and knocked on his door right before we went to dinner. If he wouldn't have answered, I would have been pushed back another 3 months. So thank God he was home.
So what? She was like in the car.
No, she was like at home getting ready.
Oh, and you're like, I
Shot
gotta
over
run out real quick.
Shot over to Greenfield, knocked on the door. I'm like, I didn't even know if he was home.
Yeah.
And he answered the door. He's like, "What's up, John?" I'm like, "What the, you know?"
Yeah.
We got to talk.
We got a team.
And like we went to lunch at Fatheads. He kind of knew. I mean, he knew what I was asking. It was
Right, but
it was
it's
a random Wednesday.
It's like a.
Did you ask him before you shoved the wing in your mouth or no?
No, we just did a soup and salad light lunch.
Soup and salad, nice.
Yeah.
And did you ask right off the rip, or did you guys?
Yeah, I was like, well, you know why you're here, dude. You know what I mean? And he was, yeah, I figured, and he was like, I'm just happy. Yeah, you
That's
did
cool.
this in person.
Yeah, good for you.
Because I asked a few people because I don't know. It was just one. A phone call would have been easier, obviously.
What if you would have shot him at text?
I knew I couldn't have
Right,
did that.
right.
But like a few people told me they're like, yeah, you don't need to go to lunch. They're like, just call. And I was like,
No, dude, that makes you look like a better man.
I feel
dude.
like that would piss me off if I was a dad and like something.
Yeah, right. You don't have the balls to come and tell me.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll go to lunch.
No,
No,
that's
deal.
That's the move to do.
But yeah, and then we got home, and she got home from work super duper early, so she beat me home, and she fucked up my plans. Because I was gonna tie a little note to Paisley, a couple balloons. There's a fucking helium shortage. I couldn't find balloons anywhere.
Oh man!
But then I was gonna tie a note to little Paisley. That's our little dog. But then Paisley wasn't really cooperating. She kept like running in and out of the room, and I was like, you know what? Here it is, dude.
You threw it at her.
Yeah, she was super happy. We went to dinner, and then we went to Howell's and met with her friends, and that was pretty much it. It was pretty painless, to be honest with you.
She looked ecstatic.
Yeah, she was pumped.
She was really happy.
Yeah, I seen her
Girls
posing.
love that
I seen her
shit.
posing, dude.
Yeah, girls love that shit.
Thank
Good-
God her nails were done because she had to take all them pictures.
She knew it was coming.
Ah.
She's no dummy. You know,
Yeah.
It was because she's turning 30 next week, and I got strict rules not to do it on her birthday. And I knew she wanted it before her birthday, so I waited
Right, you're running out of time.
the week before. So this is pretty much all we got. But it was cool. Ton of congratulations. Few people didn't congratulate me. I had a list put together. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to congratulate me. If you didn't do it, you got another week. If not, I'm shooting at you on the next week's podcast. I know everybody's busy. They got things going on, but there was a couple.
How busy? How busy are you?
How
you
busy
know?
is a text message?
One text, that's it.
That's it. And I don't know. And Instagram, yeah. I mean, if we're not really like great friends, and Instagram congrats. Sure, that's perfect.
What about
Appreciate
a like?
it.
What about just a like?
I don't. That's where I was getting. I don't think a like goes, man. I think you
Nah.
at least got to put a congrats.
Congrats. That's it.
You don't even have to type
But
it. It just
it's
pops
fine,
up.
yeah.
Don't, yeah, right. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'll just like stuff and not congrats people, but I'll do it to people that I'm not like.
You're saying close friends of yours?
I'm saying some people missed. I'm saying some people missed for sure. So I
How
don't know.
close you talking?
Childhood friends.
Childhood friends.
You talking this room? Nobody.
Nobody in this room missed. No, none of you.
You
guys
say
did.
congratulations like 50 times to him, Schultz. I've never seen somebody so happy.
Because I was
see another guy get engaged.
Because I had a little bit of buzz going. You know what I mean? I smoked a little bit of weed, and then it just like it was 10 different like posts.
So I got wrecked on Saturday. I called Z-Bird and I just fucking. I was like, Greenfield's finest podcast is the best fucking podcast on earth. I don't know what.
You're not wrong.
It was.
Yeah.
I was at a wedding, and like I'm sitting there, I get a call from Jack. I'm like, this is weird. For some reason, I was like, maybe some really good news is about to happen. And Jack answered the phone just like this: GFP, fucking GFP, GFP, motherfucker. He's like, these motherfuckers up here don't know who I am. He was like, who the fuck are you? GFP. I'm like, dude, is everything cool? You were like, yeah, I gotta go fuck someone up. So I just sent Jack a message like, hey, if you need a ride, hit me up later. He called me the next day, and that was like hilarious. Like, dude, what happened? He's like, you said you picked me up, or what?
I woke up like, you need picked up. I'm like, what's this about? Lenny was like, it was really no big deal, but it was time for you to go home. I was like, okay.
Did you have to fuck anybody up?
No.
I wasn't even able.
Yeah, there wasn't any. Dude, it was like Saturday afternoon. There was nobody really there. I was just running amok.
I love
It was Saturday afternoon during Kenny Chesney in Pittsburgh. I was in a North Hills bar with like 10 people. So like, when I knew, I was like, it couldn't have been that bad. Even if it was that bad, what? There was 10 people there. Who cares?
Yeah.
But it was a fun weekend. I feel like fucking absolute hell, man. Every time I drink, I come on here and just because I'm still hungover on Tuesday, it's fucking insane. Blows.
Drink more water.
Dude, I drink so much. Look at this stupid thing. This fucking thing's 32 fucking
Dude,
ounces.
You got to
and
get it out of you. You need a good sweat. You need to hit the sauna, get it like.
Yeah.
You need a schwitz.
That water. Sometimes you're drinking water, you're hungover. It's just like it just doesn't cut it.
Doesn't cut it.
I know like last week I was having headaches. I had to load up on them fucking rehydration packets, but like I've never had like a food hangover. And like this weekend was my birthday, and then like Sunday I went and hammered this like outrageous sandwich that was phenomenal. But it was like on a donut, and it was like fried sausage with egg and cheese. And I ate it, and I was like, this is really good. And like, dude, I went home and like collapsed. And like I'm just like laying there for like 4 hours. I wake up and I'm just like out of it, dude. And like I just wasn't myself for like 48 hours.
But did it taste good?
It was amazing. So like that's like one of them things. Like I hope I don't know if I'll ever eat, but you gotta try it once. But like,
how many years off your life do you think you lost?
I
'Cause
shaved
if
at
a hot
least
done is
7
like
months.
30 minutes, right? 7 months.
7 months.
I mean, an egg, a glazed donut, and a hamburger. I would imagine a fuck ton of cheese.
A nice amount of cheese, but it was sausage. But the sausage was like country fried sausage.
Got
That
you.
sounds.
I feel like my blood pressure just went up listening to
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Yeah, I
honestly.
see a
like,
picture.
my
Like the
eyebrows are
donuts was
starting
one
to
of them
sweat.
fat
Yeah.
glazed donuts too.
Yeah.
I mean, that spot he's talking about is unbelievable. So
I'm kind of hungry now. But
Yeah, it was fire out. So, but yeah, went golfing Saturday. Had a good time with Rosaldo and his dad and his cousin. Went to see my boy Hev get married. That was nice. And then Sunday just kind of like did my own thing.
we got engaged on Friday night, and someone started a fake IG page for Leany saying like promoting of OnlyFans. So, like, I'm getting congratulations plus screenshots like, dude, I think your lady has an OnlyFans. I was like, no, I don't think so, but thanks for the heads up,
Right.
Junior. But she started getting it sent to her like crazy too. I mean, I get one of them almost every day at this point.
who set that up?
Dude, who knows? I mean, I seriously get like, I feel like it's somebody. It got to be somebody in the south side that used to like that goes to flats and goes to 12. Because I'll get requests from like, this flats girl started at OnlyFans and this flats girl. It's all fake, But I just don't understand the benefit of it unless there's major creeps just logging in there and firing on their credit cards immediately.
Well, if
Because there's no pictures.
Right. So if they would just get like just trick people into like, hey, it's $3 or $10, whatever the fuck it costs. And
It's just a bunch of pictures of Paisley.
Yeah, it's just Jack. There's like 4 pictures of Jack.
Yeah, pissed
Eating
steaming drunk
Oreos
with
and
no
shit.
shirt on.
Yeah. Rubbing the Oreo on his
I'll do that
nipples.
OnlyFans. If that's what people want to see,
Right.
I'll sign up for that. Any
Give
day
the
of
people
week.
what they want, Jack.
That's someone. I mean, that's like someone. There's better scams than that out there.
Z-Bird Dashler update this week.
Yeah, huge update. So today they got the finalists. They got what they wanted from us was 10 good questions for the dads, and then Friday morning on DVE, like basically the whole morning show is going to be this game show. So make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. The questions are. I really don't want to give too much away. The questions are hilarious. I think it's going to turn out to be like a great thing. Like I think it's going to turn out to be really funny. You know, everyone here helped with it, come up with questions and stuff. So thanks, guys. It was just fucking. I think it's going to be a blast.
There's no way it's not going to come off funny, dude. It's going to be a good time. The fact that surely that your wife thought like Z-Bird was going to get like a real dad out of this.
Yeah,
just how many other people were like thinking that out there?
Rosa was like, so like, how long does the adoption take? I'm like, Rosa, I don't think that's.
Is he going to take his last name? I'm like, are you serious?
Well, what's
She
gonna
takes everything so literal, man.
dude, what's gonna happen is like we're gonna go to the Pirate game Saturday, hang out, and like if things go well, we'll end up being friends on social media, like that. And then maybe even down the road, like have like a reunion, like a year down the road, like, hey, dude, we're still cool. But like, I think that's all we're looking for. Like, it wasn't a major commitment.
Yeah, we're looking for some laughs here,
Yeah,
guys.
best case scenario, we let them call in here.
right, and talk about, hey, what was your experience with it?
Yeah, did we creep you out?
Yeah, when we
It all depends. Am I drinking IPAs on Saturday or right? It all depends.
Do I want to ruin Father's Day on Sunday? I don't know yet.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I was like, man, because we got like a lot going on Saturday, so it's like I'm like cramming this whole day in. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to sit in and I never sat in the Lexus Club, so I'm like excited for that.
Yeah, we need our GFP merch. Fucking maybe take our tops off in the Lexus Club, teach them a lesson.
Right behind home plate.
Yep, right there. I never sat down there either.
So yeah, we'll have our GFP merch because it's sitting over at Braddock. I just gotta pick it up. I'll make sure we have it for Saturday. And if everything goes according to plan, we're going skins with my new dad. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, this isn't. Yeah, you're not going to the game this Saturday. It'd be.
Yeah.
No, it's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday.
Yeah. So next podcast we'll have an update of
So
like
you're gonna go to the
how
game,
everything
then
was.
your show.
Yes.
Yep. That's a full
So wait,
day.
when do you find out who is your dad?
Friday, everything.
That's the finale.
That's
Yeah.
the
Friday's the finale. Then Saturday we go on the date.
On the date.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
go on the double date. It'll be me, Z-Bird, his new dad, and whoever his new dad decides to bring.
Yeah,
Which could be
And
a
his
wild
favorite
card.
son.
Yeah, which could be it. That's the interesting part, like seeing who the new dad. Because like picking the dad, it's always like, oh, this dude seems cool. Like I'm just gonna go with him. But then you're like, this dude seems like a fucking maniac, and like this could really be some awesome content. It's almost like we build our lives around like what's better content now, what's better for the brand. My girlfriend,
Yeah, the more fucked up shit that goes on, it's kind of the better at this point because it's good stories.
my girlfriend's grandma, and I swear to God, this conversation happened yesterday, called me to wish me a happy birthday. She was sorry I was late. She was like, I heard you're finding a dad on the radio. And I'm like, yeah. She said, don't get in the car with them. And I'm like, no, it's all right, I'm bringing a friend. Is he bigger than you? I'm like, yeah, he's tall. He's a big guy. Well, good. Don't let him get away from you because they'll take you. You know, they might want to take you. I'm like, why would they want to kidnap a 41-year-old man? She goes, there's a lot of weird people on this planet.
She ain't wrong about that.
And she said, just be careful. And she said, make sure that you watch your drink the whole time. I'm like, all right, man.
Right.
I don't think he's going to roofie me.
What if
take
Z-Bird
my-
gets kidnapped?
Thanks, Game.
Dude,
I kind of have to let him get kidnapped for,
Yeah.
for the content
For
of
the
the show.
content,
Right.
you
Yeah.
just said it.
if I'm getting
Be an
kidnapped,
Amber Alert.
yeah.
Like, Amber Alert for Z-Bird would be so funny.
white van. Just seen left PNC Park.
Like, sir, why don't you do anything? Like, dude, we got this podcast. We're trying to get the pod. You know what I mean? Like,
We can push this off for weeks while he's gone.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We need to find him, but like, we can wait.
Yeah. Just
Till
don't
Tuesday.
tell the press yet.
Jack will be like, find him by Tuesday.
Speaking of being a bigger, taller guy than you, I went to the doctor last week, and like new doctor, she tried to tell me I was only 6 foot. Like, ma'am, I'm not only 6 foot. And she was like, well, that's what I got here. I was like, do you want to like head back out there? And she was like, well, I didn't really like, I didn't go crazy trying to get it perfect. I was like, well, let's put 6'1" at least. We'll meet in the middle. I'm 6'2". And she was like, well, I got 6 foot. I'm going to leave it at 6 foot. I was furious, dude. Like, what am I, shrinking?
What, she didn't feel like maybe
Jack,
she didn't feel
I
like
was-
reaching all the way
Bro,
up?
it was the most like bullshit. Like, I didn't even have time to like stand up. It was like, okay, on and off. I'm like, dude. And like, it's one thing if you're going to do that, fine. But don't say, I got, because like, I guess she went in my chart and it said 6'2", 6'1", whatever. And she was like, how tall are you? And I was like, 6'1"-ish, close to 6'2". She's like, I got you at 6 foot. And I'm like, well, dude, you're the worst fucking.
It's like
the
a
worst
swipe of
measure
your
of-
It's in
manhood.
my chart.
Yeah, right, it's in my chart.
Here's what my license says.
Yeah, leave it at
I'm
that,
not old
lady.
enough to shrink yet.
Fuck you. Yeah, I'm not
Right.
old enough to shrink
That's what I
yet.
said when they got me at 5'5". I said, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Dude, a lady
Do it
told me
again.
I was 5'11". I'm like, I've been 6'1" my entire life,
like-
dude. Now you're telling me I'm 5'11"?
It's just simply not true.
What are you rating in at, Johnny?
5'5".
Yeah, you're fine.
I'd like to say 5'6", 5'7". It's a lie.
Yeah.
Wait, so she said you were 5'5"?
5'5" is on my license.
Really?
This was when I was 16. I don't think I've grown.
No, you're shrinking by now. That's what I mean. My license
I don't
says
think I'm shrink. We're shrinking age.
No, I'm probably legitimately
I think
5'6",
osteoporosis.
5'6.5", maybe.
That's what I mean. She didn't let me like stand up. I'm like, just get weight.
Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe your
Spine curve.
your little spina bifida.
Yeah, but I've been
You got
going.
the school.
I
You
mean-
got the scoliosis.
Scoliosis.
I've been going to the chiropractor.
You better
for that,
get your
man. He
posture
straightened
up,
me
dude.
out.
You're
I've
shrinking.
been working on my. That's the thing. I've been working on my posture. I do these fucking
Yeah.
rolls every
Get
day.
it, baby, get it. Cotton candy, sweet girl.
You see that little contraption they have to make you stand up like this?
Yeah, that thing's ridiculous. Like, who the fuck?
I mean,
I
have you back up in 6'2" in no time.
I mean, yeah, if that's what it
Have
takes.
me
that
at
You,
would-
five-
you need an inversion table.
So I was just, I have one, and
I have
I'm
one,
5'5"
too.
and a half now. I started off, I was,
Dino had one. He was always trying to stress himself out.
he'd have you pulling his arms.
He's like, grab those motherfuckers.
Oh, fuck. We had a TikTok go viral finally. When I say viral, pretty viral. 14,000 views, like 800 likes. We picked up like 50 followers or something. For us,
It's viral.
it's viral. It was us talking shit on Kathy Griffin last week. And people were, well, some people were very happy. Some people were unhappy. And they met in the middle in our comment section and they battled it out. It was great. It
How
was
many
a lot.
comments?
Hundreds.
Yeah, a lot.
So you were just on there checking them all out?
Well, I had a couple IPAs, and I checked in on a few people.
That's why you're hitting the GFP calling Z.
Yeah, I think I might have triggered
It
it.
all makes sense now.
Yeah, fucking told some guy Roger to eat a dick a few times because he kept going at us. They called us deadbeat dads for no reason. They called us like
You guys ain't even dads.
I said 40-year-old losers. A couple things like they were close to home on, but it was more, I guess, since Kathy Griffin like was talking shit on like Johnny Depp and like looped Trump into like the shit talking. We picked up a big Trump following this week because they literally they just take the side and they don't give a fuck.
They
were
ride
going
or
great.
die.
They were destroying Kathy Griffin on there. It was great. So I mean, whatever. We'll take whoever we can take. We're in no position
comers.
Right.
to be turning down any followers, subscribers, anybody.
But they will go. They were on the battlefield. Like someone would say something about us, and they would come. One of them would straight go after the person that said the comment. But it was funny, like to me, watch like some of the comments. It was like, yeah, Kathy Griffin's really bothered by her $10 million mansion in Malibu. I looked it up. She's not worth $10 million, you idiot. You know what I mean? So, like,
She hasn't worked in years.
you're way off on that. And like, what is take the whole? We were talking about the Johnny Depp thing anyway, and like, why what has Kathy Griffin ever done for anyone for them to jump on board and be like, I need to defend Kathy Griffin?
Well, that it was the Democrats versus the Republicans.
That's what it
in there.
turned into,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
all it was.
Right.
So like no one really gave a fuck about Kathy Griffin. They were just standing up because they were, it turned into Biden Trump. It was crazy.
It's so
no
crazy.
matter what, you can, any internet battle, that's all it is. You just boil it down. That's all it is. It's insane. But no, it was cool. We got another one smoking right now. Eddie Coyne was golfing this week. He was so bad. I put a video of him up. It's doing well too. So
Of him golfing bad?
Golfing horrendous. He looks like an idiot.
Is that where did he meet Joe Pesci for real?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he got hooked
I'm so
up.
jealous.
Yeah, it was a cool trip, so I had to make him feel bad about it in some way. Do you guys like Pringles? The
Yes.
chip? We talked about this on here before?
I don't remember.
I don't think so. Why?
No.
You don't like them?
No, I'm not gonna say I don't like them. I do like them, but we were talking about it this weekend, and people were like so indifferent on them. I do like Pringles, but the original flavor is the best. Once you start getting into those flavors, to me, it starts getting a little weird.
Sour cream and onions the
The
best.
cheddars.
Cheddar.
Yeah,
Cheddar's
the
good.
cheddars are fire.
So you guys like the chat? See, I like the
But
plain.
all right, so if you go in the store though, do you reach for the Pringles?
Never. And
Never,
That was
no,
my next
fuck
point.
They got to be there already. Someone
Yeah,
had to
right.
buy.
If they're there, I'll grease them. I'm
'Cause-
not going to buy them.
I'd
'cause
rather
they're-
get chips.
They're her. Yeah, if you're gonna sit at the chip out, Pringles will never be my first move.
Not even
feel-
my third.
I
move.
feel like we had them at my house a lot. I don't know if they were on sale back in the day, but
They were like a new item back then because they didn't get all greasy on your fingers.
Right. They were in a tube.
Yeah,
instead of
it was
just shit
easier. Yeah.
I mean that's all fine and good until you get to the bottom and then you turn the tube upside down and you get crushed with all the
You
dust.
just plop them right in your mouth, Jack.
one time I
Are
went
you
to
doing that with community chips?
In my house?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess I am too.
One time I went to Canada with a can of Pringles, and I took half the chips out and hid all my weed inside of there, and then put the Pringles back in, and it worked
you
out
fucking
perfectly.
smuggler.
You drab.
You
You
ruthless
should
bastard.
get a job for the cartel.
If Escobar's listening right now, we got the
That's
number.
pretty, actually, they're hating on you, Shirley. It's pretty good.
Yeah, fuck all you guys. Fuck everybody. I hope this place
Did
catches
you
on fire.
reseal the top?
Of course, I reseal the top, dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it pinched. dude.
Okay, George Jung. Shirley's like doing like a documentary with Rosa filming. He's like, yeah, so what?
So I got a
took
gram of weed.
I took a half ounce of weed to can. Does that make me a bad guy?
So I think the one real downfall of Pringles is you can't dip them because they just crack right in half unless you eat like 6 of them at a time.
You gotta
Yeah,
double
they're
down
not.
on
They're
it.
not.
They're not structurally sound.
No, they're not at all.
But they fit on your tongue perfect. You just.
Everybody just
Yeah.
licked at the same.
They're real salty. They're not like Muncho salty, but they get pretty salty. I don't know. They're good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they hung on for this long, to be honest with you, because you never really see anybody eating Pringles either.
No, you know what? When they came out the little cups,
Yeah, that's what got me thinking.
when
Yeah.
they came out the
Snack
little
size,
cups, that's
yeah.
when
My
it hit
daughter
because that's
Maria
lunches,
loves
you know.
Pringles.
Yeah.
Really?
My kids
Yeah.
get it
Well,
for their
there-
lunch.
There she goes.
She
That's
loves
her.
Pringles. Yeah, it's her. Yeah,
It's
I like
her.
them too if they're there. I mean, they're just easy. They're kind of light.
What
Until you
flavor does she go with?
Sour cream onion.
Sour cream.
The
and
green
onion.
can.
The green.
Yeah.
Can. The green cans. Yeah, I mean that's definitely a top 3 can.
Yeah.
I just
The
feel like
barbecues are good.
I feel like they're I feel like it's just so much like flavor. It's almost too much on them sometimes. But to each his own. Parents are renting houses close by to their kids on senior trip to keep an eye on them to what's going on. Dude, I know all of our parents let us go on senior trip. I don't think I would go and rent a house to like spy on my kids on senior trip or just like keep an eye on them. But I would tell you what, I don't think I'd be too mad if like another couple was going down there like, hey, we're going to keep an eye on the girls while they're in Ocean City this week. Because if you think about it, it is kind of insane. Everyone just lets their kids travel fucking to Ocean City
Couple 100 miles, yeah.
for a week. And it's a week. It's not a weekend. Like they're down there for
Yeah,
fucking
a week of
while.
debauchery.
Of debauchery. And I
Sodom and
and I
Gomorrah.
get they're going to college in a few months. So like you're just trying to like I guess fight the inevitable. But I don't know, man. It was such a shit show down there that like I wouldn't feel comfortable with my kids going down there. I think I would let them because it's just a part of life. But I don't know. What about you two? You letting a girl?
No, fuck that ain't going. Fuck. You must be out of here. Fuck. I've been there. I knows what
So
happens
you
down
went
there.
to, like your daughter comes down for senior trip. You're not letting them go.
I mean, As of right now, this moment, no.
All right.
But who the fuck knows? You know what I mean?
Right,
I'm
yeah.
young now. I'll be old then. I don't know.
Nick, it's hard to fight. They're going to be tough to fight.
But I'm
with.
saying if they were
tough to
18
fight
right
with
now and they
now.
want to
I
go,
bet.
I'd be like,
bet.
fuck no. And if like you said, if Beth and Steve drive down there to go check it out, here's
Right.
my number.
Yeah, I'm not going
You
to
know
be the
what I mean?
helicopter
Call me.
parent.
But
But
I
if
would
you're in-
have. But I wouldn't mind.
Maybe Rose is down there for a week.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll take a piece of the action. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. I definitely wouldn't want to be the helicopter parent's perfect, but I wouldn't shy away from a couple that's going down there.
Right,
today.
you're in Ocean City. I'll be in Atlantic City.
I think it has to. I think a big
or
fact.
I'll be up in Bethany Beach, a couple miles
Right,
away,
exactly.
I
with a
think-
drone.
Yeah.
I think a big factor has to be too, like, which did not matter at all with us, was who are you going with? And like we were like going, it was just like the Wild Wild West. Like you had dudes like they were 20-some years old going. You know what I mean? Like they weren't really like great people. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like,
it was
they
me,
were-
you, Carlo, and Schuster.
That one trip, yeah, that was a safe crew.
But even it's who you're. It doesn't. I agree with you. Some point of who you're going with, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because
Everybody's there
They're
already.
already there.
Yeah.
They're already dudes that are 21 years old that live down there for the summer,
Yeah,
like I did. You know what I mean? There's predators waiting. It's I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
I agree 100%, man. Fuck that.
We'll have Roses. She'll be like snorkeling in the water. With,
She's like, what you doing over there?
she'll keep it.
she have like one of them scopes.
Right,
Like,
it's debauchery. Do you want your 18-year-old?
No,
No,
Actually,
of
daughter
course-
to go down
yeah,
and start
of
drinking.
course you- and
around
plus,
a
like-
bunch of guys like you.
Ocean's
No,
no, of
fuck
course
no.
not.
No.
Of course
Are you
not.
crazy?
But I'm just saying, like it's one of those things. Just like fuck, that sucks. Like our parents, I don't know.
Your kid's got to go through some shit.
Your kid's got to go through some shit. And like my parents were strict, but like they didn't fight me on that. You know what I mean? They just they were just
My dad did.
Did he?
Yeah, he
'Cause
wanted
you
me-
were missing
He
work.
wanted me to stay home and work.
Well,
I'm like,
yeah, it's
I'm like, he's
different.
like, you do what you want, but then I went, and then he didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks.
So you got a 2-week vacation after vacation.
That's one thing where it's definitely. I
I'm like,
think
all
now,
my friends
with
are-
boys
yeah.
and girls. There's a difference for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Because like you're like, all right, the boys' worst thing, they'll get in a fight. One of them will get arrested. He'll get out. They'll drive back home.
Your
They'll
sisters
get
go?
home a day late.
I don't
No.
be honest, I don't even know. I don't know. Yeah, they probably did go.
I can't remember. I mean,
Yeah,
Molly,
my sisters went.
Neither one of my
Nikki and
sisters.
Danielle
Nikki
went.
probably
Aussie
did.
Joe.
No,
Come
no
on, dude.
fucking way.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? Aussie Joe was.
I remember like the big thing then was like buying like I think all the liquor to go down because
Right,
like,
'cause you
it
couldn't
was
get
so-
it.
You couldn't get it, and it was so expensive down there.
Yeah.
So I think I remember like some of her friends were trying to like make moves there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a nightmare.
Somebody
too.
might have got pulled over with a
Yeah, people were getting
trunk
pinched
full
on
of
the way
liquor,
down
yeah.
there.
Because you think you look like you're older when you're driving down there. You look
16,
like
yeah.
you look like a 12-year-old
Right.
and a bunch of 12-year-olds in a car with God knows what. This like cherry picking. Now that you think about it.
Yeah, with out of state license plate, and they're like, yoink.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
about
you're
you?
16, 17, 18, you think you know a lot more, but you realize you're a fucking moron, dude. Like so dumb. Like Molly, I can't remember Molly going down there for a senior trip, but Molly lived down there and she came down, or maybe Molly's senior trip was when I lived down there, I think, and we both got arrested. We both spent the night in jail. So yeah, maybe it's not a great idea, but that was her fault. She like stole some sign and like was trying to bring it back to my house. And, like, they were, like, dragging it down this alley, and, like, the cops stopped her, and, like, they put, like, these two, like, little girls in handcuffs. And, like, I came outside, and I was 21, so I was allowed to be drunk. And, like, they were definitely drinking, but, like, I guess they were drunk, super drunk. They were stealing a sign. But I went out and just, like, dude, I'm her brother. She's on a senior trip. I live right here. I'm sure I was drunk. But I was like, she's going to stay here. Just like be cool, and the cops are like your age down there.
Yeah,
there's like
yeah.
one
Younger than you,
There's
yeah.
like one 40-year-old and a bunch of like 15-year-old cops, and they're such dickheads. And he was like, "They're going to jail," and I was like, "You're such a fucking bitch, dude." And I don't know, I laid into him. I don't know if it got physical or what, but I definitely spent the night in a slammer, and I definitely had to go back down to Ocean City in the winter and pay. And like Molly didn't, so they let Molly and her friend off the hook, and they threw the book at me. I had to give like some bullshit lawyer like $1,000 to get off. There was the cops that arrested me behind me, like talking shit in the courtroom with me and my dad.
Oh, yeah?
Me and my dad sitting there. They showed up 6 months later. I'm sitting there, And like they're talking shit, and my dad was like, "Dude, don't turn around."
What
like,
were they saying?
They were like calling me a pussy, like he ain't so tough now, like shit like that. And my dad was like, "Don't even fucking." My dad was furious that we had to drive down there.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like it wasn't my $1,000 then. I didn't have $1,000, and they didn't have $1,000 either. So everybody was mad.
Yeah.
So it was a fucking nightmare. But yeah, man, that's
great.
yeah, OCMD. It's the Wild Wild West. I'd be a nervous wreck with my kids down there. It's 16, 17, 18 years old, whatever it is. Larry, let's do some voicemails.
Are we gonna do the cameo first?
Oh, no, yeah, good. So,
Hold on, pause it for 1 second.
yeah, set this up.
Okay, so real quick, my cousin Gene for my birthday got me a cameo. He asked me who I wanted. I love Sopranos. It was like Johnny Sack, Fiorio, or Ralphie. I'm like, dude, Ralphie, because he got like he's kind of a creep. He says who and he like, you know what I mean, got his asshole figured by Janus. So I'm like, this could be like great content. My cousin tells him like, listen, he's like telling him about me, like he's a comedian. It's his 41st birthday. Him and his buddies got a podcast called Greenfield's Finest Podcast. You can be crude. He doesn't care, like any kind of jokes about like, you know, happy endings, anything like that. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Here's what we fucking got from Ralphie, Joe Paleontello. Go ahead.
Yo, Z-Bird, it's Joey Pants, Pantoliano to you. How are you? Happy Father's Day. Gene O'Connell asked me to wish you happy Father's Day and said that he thinks I'm your biological father, which is okay. I mean, I've probably got 9 of you out there somewhere. And you do stand-up comedy, and does anybody do sit-down comedy? Boy, that's a lame joke. Anyway, as a father, and your potential biological father, and your father, we're on it together. So happy Father's Day, and God bless you, and enjoy your work on your local station, and everybody's out there trying to find you a dad, which is nice. And
This is
I
crazy.
believe I'm talking to you. I'm a big fan of your work. Big fan. I really admire your work. Anyway, take care, and God bless you.
Worst cameo ever.
What a
What
Worst
the
cameo
fuck,
ever.
dude? What is he on,
So
cuz?
this story doesn't end here. So my cousin sends it to me. I didn't know what to say to my cousin. I just put LOL, my man, appreciate it. My cousin goes, no way. He's like, that was fucking bullshit. He was like, I'm giving this dude a piece of my mind. So I'm like, dude, don't dig this any deeper. I'm like, you know, he's like, dude, for one, it pissed me off. He's like, he was supposed to be Ralphie.
Was he supposed to say happy birthday?
Yeah.
no.
I keep saying happy Father's Day.
I don't know. Because I guess because he got confused. My cousin was like,
He
he's
seemed confused.
He's on Oxycontin
yeah,
for sure.
He like my cousin was like, yeah, he's like they got this thing on 102.5 looking for a dad. You know, he got a podcast. He wouldn't say the podcast name. He said, "Good luck on your station." So my cousin was so mad and couldn't get in touch with him. The only way to get in touch with him was to do a FaceTime with him, which cost $350. My cousin said, "Fuck it, I want the FaceTime."
No way.
Yeah. So Gene calls him on the gets him on the FaceTime, and he goes, "Joey Pats, how can I help?" He goes, "Dude, my cousin's a comedian, and you did a bullshit cameo for him. Didn't say anything I asked you to say. Totally fucked the whole thing up." He was like, wait a minute, how is it messed up? Like, first off, you weren't Ralphie. He was like, he told my cousin, Ralphie's a fictional character. He goes, dude, I'm an intelligent person. You don't think I fucking know that?
Right.
I know Ralphie. I know the Sopranos aren't real. But like, I didn't want Joey Pats. I wanted Ralphie. He was like, I don't do Ralphie. He goes, well, you shouldn't say that on the thing when it comes up as Sopranos. Like, you shouldn't be able to come up Soprano characters. You shouldn't pop up. This is fucking bullshit. One thing I will say, the dude said, I'm sorry about that, and then closed the call and didn't charge my cousin to $350.
I was going to say,
FaceTime.
if he charged him the $350 for the FaceTime after that, that's insane.
He didn't. He
That's
said
a major move if he did.
He said
Gene got balls of fucking steel.
That's
dude.
my head football coach right there.
Yeah. But he was like, dude, I was so mad. He was like, he's like, I was glad he gave back the $350. But he's like, dude, I just wanted to get the cameo so something funny we could all laugh about. Like, this was fucking depressing. He was like, it seemed like he didn't like. Not only don't you know your dad, but the guy doing your cameo don't even even give a fuck about you.
It seemed like he had a touch of the Alzheimer's.
Him saying he was a big fan was the worst part.
Was there anybody who looked like they didn't want to do the cameo more than this dude?
Right.
Like, what was that, like
What is he
30
hurting?
seconds?
He's hurting for money.
Dude, here's the thing. If you're doing these cameos and like you need the money, at least do them right.
Put your all into it.
Be Ralphie, and you know what? You'll probably crack on cameo.
If he came out as Ralph, like, I bet you like them filthy hooahs.
Yeah,
dude.
She's a hooah.
Dude, my
Talk about sticking guns up Janice's asshole.
right. Like I said, dude, my Uncle Frank's wife got him Shooter McGavin, dude, and he just killed it.
You couldn't get.
Dude, he looked a little bit drunk. He was dressed up as Shooter McGavin, and and dude, he gave him the old. He said, "I heard you're doing this." He was like double pistols, and he just did. Dude, he was like a good 5 to 10 minutes.
Well, Shooter thinks he's Shooter.
But still,
that's great. That's what you're paying for.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Shooter never stopped being Shooter ever since that movie's been made.
Not at all.
Shooter was, and here's the thing: my cousin was like, "I'm gonna get you Shooter at first." That's what I wanted. Shooter's unavailable because he's fucking booked so much because he does great cameos. Joey Pat's available because his cameos are the fucking worst. I mean, geez, talk about. But it did give us some good content for the podcast. But I was like, I sent it to Jack. Like, you're not gonna believe this.
Yeah, it's you're in a bad spot when your cousin spent like probably a fair amount of money on
Couple
that.
$100.
Yeah, and he sent it to you, and you're like, oh, thanks. Because like
Right.
you don't want to be a dickhead. But like,
once my cousin opened up,
that was so bad. Like,
we all know the dickhead here is Joey Pats, dude. You know.
Yeah.
That was the
Pats
worst.
Leono to you. Like, I can't even call you Joey Pats.
because I could. And the thing was, like,
I didn't want Joey Pats.
I was excited to open. I'm like, oh sweet, I can't wait. And I was getting ready to send it to all yous. It was so bad I didn't send it to anybody. And I was like, dude, what I'm gonna do is release it on the podcast, let people see it and see how horrible it really was. Like, he just put no effort into it. He fucked up everything. I don't know why he said Happy Father's Day.
He kept saying it.
Yeah,
Hey, dude, you could see.
You didn't get the memo. It's his birthday. It's
Yeah,
his 41st birthday.
But you could see he was like looking at the thing.
The notes.
Yeah. You
right.
could see it reflecting in his glasses.
Jack nailed it because I felt so defeated when he said, I'm a big fan of yours. I admire your work. I can't believe I'm talking to you. Like, I was cringing. I'm like,
Yeah, you never heard anything I did, Joey Pats.
You don't even know nothing about Greenfield's Finest
Well,
podcast.
we
You
got-
never will.
We got two voicemails of two guys that do know your work, Z-Bird. Hit it, Larry.
Hey, boys. Kenny. So I just wanted to tell you about a product today. So anyways, last week or so, I've had a stomach bug. Fucking brutal. Can't trust a fart. Fucking lost a few pair of underwear. Too much information, I know, sorry. But anyways, I had to play a lot of away games here. But for the home base, I have called a poor man's bidet. It's called Clear Rear. Write it down. Clear Rear. Costs less than $50. Install it yourself in 10 minutes, right on your existing toilet. This thing will change your life. Like I said, it's been brutal. You get this thing, and your butthole will thank you. And there's also a setting on it for ladies. The stream splits, and they can get to clean their vagina and their butthole at the same time. Buttholes will thank you. Clear rear. Guaranteed. Change your life.
Oh, thanks, Kenny.
Fucking Kenny.
Hey,
So you're that, ladies. You can really clean your vagina and your butthole at the same
At
time.
the same
Damn
time.
We need to hit up Clear Rear for a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Laney bought me something like this, and like it like wasn't compatible for the toilet that we had. Like I couldn't hook it up.
Wait a minute. What was this?
It was a
What did it look like?
There's a water gun taped to the toilet seat.
No, it was just
Like the sprayer.
It was-
like the sink.
yeah, and like with we didn't have like the right connection like run
You
the
make a mess. I mean, that'd be a mess.
yeah. That's what I kind of thought too. I don't know.
You're like spraying water. If you miss, then you're.
Well, no, it's not from the sink.
What are you washing?
No,
Strawberries
but
or
what are you leaning
dingleberries?
over and like hosing your ass off? And
No,
it's
it
definitely gonna
shoots
miss
up.
the
No,
toilet.
it goes right on your toilet. The toilet seat. It comes right under your toilet seat, right into your butthole. Yeah, it's just like for whatever reason, I haven't tried it on my new toilet, but like we had that old ass toilet, and it just wasn't like compatible. So I actually forgot I had it until he said that. So I'm gonna try
Time
to
to
hook
install
that up.
that baby.
Yeah, because I mean I'll take a stream of water in my butthole.
Yeah, get that clear rear.
Yeah.
Joe, Big John, Virginia Beach. Hey, let's clear some fucking things up here. let's clear this fucking thing up. First of all, I don't have a fucking above-ground pool. I'm not this redneck above-ground pool Budweiser drinking hillbilly from Virginia Beach. I used to live in the South Side. I took my wife on our first date to Fathead because we're classy. Anyways, also, I've never called fucking DVE. Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Big John from Virginia Beach exclusively.
Nice.
Anyways, got a gear grinder this week. I'm at the gym in the sauna. I have a buddy of mine there, an acquaintance. We start bullshitting. Then all of a sudden, every fucking old guy in the whole goddamn sauna starts jumping in our conversation. I'm stuck talking to all these old fucks. Anyway, gear grinder. Later.
Thanks, Big John.
John, my apologies. The pole looked above ground to me when you sent me that pic. I know you're from the south side. And then, I don't know, Zebra. I thought you said he was a DVE caller.
I did thought, because DVE plays like little excerpts of clips of people, because they have the new thing where people call in. And I swear I thought I heard Big John, Virginia Beach. I guess I was wrong. We're glad to have you exclusively.
Absolutely.
Big John. We're glad to have you. But that's
as far as the sauna goes, I've ran into that problem multiple times.
Just long balls.
It's kind of a small area, huh?
People were chatty in that motherfucker.
You want to pass that time?
It's crazy. Like, they'll talk to you with, like, you have earpods in, and they'll still talk to me. And I'm like, bro, Lee, come on.
That might be more
Respect
annoying.
The pods!
Yeah, that might be more annoying than like interrupting a conversation. Like when you're just trying to keep to yourself.
I'll tell you what, my experience at the JCC. It would be like me and Davis in there, and I know exactly what he's talking about. And we'd start, but it was like the opposite. Me and Davis might be talking, and there would be like some older Jewish dudes talking, and Davis would have to jump in their conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And then talking about his rental property. It would just be insane pandemonium, make believe. And it was it was like we took a trip to Fantasyland, and then I would have to be the guy that co-signed all this shit. Like, tell him about G-Bird. And I'm like, yeah, he definitely did. He got invited to Steelers training camp.
Yeah, Kennywood, he owns
it. You guys ever hear Sandcastle?
Yeah, Laser Loop. Yeah, it was all his idea. Came up with it in the 6th grade, but I'm like, dude, just listening to him, I'm like, dude, let's get out of here. And he was like, he's like, dude, if we play ping pong with you old Jewish dudes, they respect us. He was like, and they're the ones that got all the money. So I'm like, dude, so we'd be like sitting around after the sauna playing ping pong with old Jewish dudes because Davis was like, they're gonna like give us tips.
They're gonna leave you
money in
their will.
No, like they're gonna give us financial advice. And meanwhile, they were just like, you guys suck at ping pong. But like, you know what I mean? I'm like, dude,
they give you ping pong advice.
3 hours later, I'm like, let's go home. He was like, hey, dude, he was ready to tell us where some rental properties are at. I'm like, we got like fucking $600 between the both of us. You know, I mean, we can't even rent a property, let alone get rental properties.
We the North Hills sauna, they what dude was putting that lavender and all that shit in there, and that was a big hot topic, and dudes love to talk about that, and I'm like, oh man, it's just like why? And then Bakery Square sauna is a whole other ball game. Bakery Square is pretty much just like a gay gym, gay LA fitness.
Yeah.
And like you would head on a swivel in there for sure. Head on a swivel.
A lot of hammers flying around.
Yeah, Hammer City, and then it would just be a lot of weird talk. You had to keep your head on a swivel.
A lot of pubic hair.
Oh yeah. All right, let's take a little break.
All right, everybody, we'll take a quick commercial break. We come back. We're gonna have more at Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Alright, if you're living down the south side inside of a cardboard box and your dog's chewing on your leg and you probably got 73 cents in your McDonald's cup, you're looking for a place to live. Well, guess what? I got good news. Carlson & Associates is the place. They're specializing not just in residential, but also commercial, multifamily investment, historic buildings, and everything else. So get that cardboard box, fold it up, get to the closest payphone, and make a call. Call 412-431-1718 to schedule an appointment. Carlson & Associates will walk down to your cardboard box and show you other boxes all around the south side. Have a great day, folks, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Oh, yeah, brother. I just drove past your house, and it looks like your wall's falling down. That's not good for business, because guess what? If that wall comes down, I'm climbing up that hill and banging your old lady. So yeah, every one of your neighbors thinks you're a giant piece of shit and you can't afford a new wall. Well, guess what? I got a phone number now you can. You better call Just Walls at 412-889-4401. fully insured, and build that wall before I come up here and I bang your old lady. Dig it! Hey, what's going on, everybody? Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Right now, if you're sitting in your house and you're going to go up to the bathroom and you're shitting inside a plastic bucket, you're probably in trouble. Then if you go into your bedroom and there's buzzards flying in because you ain't got no fucking windows, you're in real trouble. Well, guess what? I got good news. Bath Factory and Window, 412-951-3939. They'll handle all your bathroom and window repairs. They've been in business for over 100 years, and their great-great-grandfather came over on the Mayflower, and he installed the first shitter in the White House. So you can trust Bath Factory and Window at 412-951-3939. Stop shitting on a bucket and getting eaten by buzzards. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call S&L Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downsides, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quit sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Podcast, we're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Moneyline. Who be corn dicking this week?
We had a Rangers fan sucker punch the shit out of a Tampa Bay Lightning fan that was talking a little bit of shit, but it didn't seem like anything like insanely major. The guy was just walking, threw his hands up a little bit. Ranger fan just turns around all in one motion, sucker punches, connects. It looked like he killed this kid. I don't think he did. I think he ended up being all right. But everybody was fucking going crazy on him. I think the dude got out of there. It didn't seem like he should have ran. He should have punched and ran.
Yeah.
He got hemmed up because like they said they found him. He's banned from MSG forever, which is tough. Which well deserved. Don't get me wrong, because he sucker punched the shit out of.
Was it
kid.
Worth it? You know what I mean?
It's a highly emotional time. Dude. That's an elimination game. Rangers haven't won a Stanley Cup since.
And like they thought they were
since Messier.
Yeah.
They thought they were going too.
Yeah.
And he crushed this kid. So this kid is booted from MSG, concerts, Knicks.
So from the whole venue.
The whole venue.
How do they do that?
What do you mean?
How do you get banned? Like, how do they know it's you personally coming?
Right. If someone else buys your tickets,
you're in there.
Yeah, you wear some sunglasses. You're in there.
Yeah, it's not. They have his flag up, his picture up behind the fucking every
I don't know.
ticket
I feel
taker.
like there's like face recognition and shit now. I don't know.
You think they're doing
don't
that?
scan every motherfucker that comes in there.
But you think if they had now, I would just say this: like with New York, like probably taking more precaution than any other city because, like, obviously 9/11, like they have that in Vegas, like the face recognition. They might have it at Madison Square Garden. Yeah,
I mean, they ban people from properties in Vegas all the time, and like I know somebody banned from a property in Vegas, and like he's tried to go on back, and like they haven't let him in. I don't know exactly how they know.
That's the trick. How do they figure it out? But I would assume there's way more money.
But no, it's
in
kind of
Vegas.
the same thing.
I mean, is there somebody like watching people come in PPG Paints Arena? Like, oh, that's the dude that.
That's the dude that pissed in the sink.
You're gonna pay somebody.
Well, I see if you order your tickets, I could see like a red flag popping up. But if you have someone else pay for your ticket,
right here, I got all 4 tickets on my phone. Come on here, buzz 4 of these.
What I think
Z-Bird's coming in.
What I think happened is there's like a program, and it probably has so many of the faces that aren't allowed in there already into the program. If that match comes up on, on any of the cameras, it automatically detects it. Like, hey, over by the snack stand, we just caught. You don't think?
That's kind of scary if that is the case.
You could be right.
I don't think it's there yet, but I think there's a form of that going on.
It has to be.
Vegas, that's like, I don't know, like you got high-end people trying to rip off the casino. I could see them putting a lot more energy than somebody who sucker punched a Tampa Bay fan to keep him out.
See, I don't
think this dude's never going to not go to anything.
I feel like if it exists for one thing, it exists for the other. If they could do it there, they could do it.
Right.
I just don't know if that's how they do it in Vegas. I don't know.
Right. Like, okay. There's got to be some type of explanation. Like, okay, I get it. This guy's name can never purchase tickets again. But like
Dave Portnoy was booted from the Super Bowl. He got in he was banned from the Super Bowl like years ago.
Yeah.
He put a mustache on and went to the Super Bowl. He did get kicked out, but he was also making videos from his seats.
He was making a video.
Yeah, right.
And like he was like, wasn't he there on like right? So like he got
they knew like he was going viral in his seats.
Right.
People were taking pictures of him and shit.
Right.
So if no one's taking pictures of you and you're not putting videos up and you're not uber famous, you probably
Joe
could get back
sucker
in there.
punch a Tampa Bay fan.
At least I'd stay away from a year from that.
Give
kid.
it a time.
Yeah, every time he'll go.
Try a concert first, see how it goes.
Plus, one quick thing on that. With everything with COVID and stuff like that, I mean, you just wear a mask if you really want to go.
That's
there you
actually
go.
not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's true. Colin Dunlap, corn dick.
Yeah.
He is talking shit on Pittsburgh people for wearing Pittsburgh gear while they're on vacation, while they're in the airport. He says when he sees somebody in a Pittsburgh draped head to toe in Pittsburgh gear, he stays away from him because he doesn't want to talk to him. He's there for peace. In what world is anybody going up to Colin Dunlap and bothering Colin Dunlap about anything?
I wouldn't even know what he looks like. I
Not
know
a
him
clue.
I know him just from being a writer.
He's obnoxious, dude. He
Yeah.
thinks his ego is so big. He's so obnoxious.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's right. It's wild. It's wild. It blows my mind that like some of his takes and like I don't know if he's doing
Is
it
he
on
from around here?
I think he's from. Yeah, no, you know what? He's
Is he from, like,
he's
Philly?
from Shaler. He's from Shaler.
Is he from Shaler?
Yeah. So yeah, he's from
Is
very
that,
around.
is that
here.
even, is it even Pittsburgh?
But he, man, some of
What
his.
do you think somebody's gonna come talk his ear off?
He was like when I see, and he said it, and he put this info out there on his own. He's getting fucking crushed on Twitter. Obviously, Yinzers. You know, I mean, you come at their fucking
Right.
their airport,
don't tell you,
their
make fun of my
vacation
412
attire.
shirt.
Yeah, right.
My
Hey,
412, yeah.
But yeah, he put a screenshot up, and he was just like, he was pretty much, if I see someone in a Melkin jersey or a Yager jersey, I stay away from him. Like, bro, what? Well, I don't know what you're trying to pull off here. Pittsburgh people wear Pittsburgh shit. They just do. And so do every other fucking city.
Right.
It's not like we're the only city flying in fucking, their city's fucking.
Yeah, you
Colors.
go to a rival city, you know, even if it's on a Tuesday, you put on a you know, it doesn't have to be a Steeler jersey or a fucking Pens jersey, but like you said, a 412 shirt.
Yeah, don't get me
Flying
wrong.
my flag.
Yeah.
Right, let people know where you're from.
Yeah, maybe I run into another Yinzer from out of town, you know.
Go down south
We're gonna
side.
get drunk together.
Go down
Right,
south
right.
side on a Saturday during Steelers season when the Texans are in town or something. You're going to see people walking around with Houston jerseys.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just the way people roll. I don't know. That takes a lot of balls on his part to put that because it sounds ridiculous, and it's like that's your audience. Like, dude, why
Right.
you're not that important.
Well, it's very presumptuous. It makes him sound like people really give a fuck what he thinks, or like people are running up to him like, "Hey, man, can I take a picture with you?" Nobody.
Here's what I think. I think Maddon kills their show in the ratings.
Yeah.
Crushes them.
Crushes them.
Doesn't like him either.
They don't get along at all. I think Maddon shits on Pittsburgh people almost exclusively.
He's going for his stick.
Yeah, I think he's just going for his stick because he knows it works, and he probably thinks Mark Maddon's going to die sooner than later, or retire, which
That's
is probably
not bad odds.
He's probably right, but like I don't know. Mark Maddon, for all the things that he is, he's talented.
Yeah.
You
He's
know
got
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of
he's the
charisma.
best. Yeah.
He could carry a show for fucking 4
By
hours
himself.
by himself.
Right. And talk
While he's watching a soccer game.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not easy to play like the role that Mark Madden does. It's, there's
he's
other
good.
people that try it, and they just come off as like.
And I know
assholes.
I know people that know Mark Maddon pretty well, and they said that's a complete stick. The whole thing's a stick.
Yeah, he's a really nice
he's
guy
a
in real life, yeah.
I know people that know Colin Dunlap, not as many and not as well. I heard the complete opposite.
He's
Like,
a
he's
complete
just a
asshole.
total
He's a douchebag in real
he's
life.
a douchebag.
I could see that.
And that's what you
Just
don't
by
want.
that, just by what he
Colin
said.
Dunlap reminds me of a person who like thinks he's like this cool, tough guy in his crazy head, and he's just not, and that's just not the case at all.
Like, there's people that really know you out here, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just-
We know where you grew up at.
Yeah,
We heard stories
don't
about you.
be coming at Yinzers, dude. Yinzers are all right. They ain't bothering. Why is anybody wearing on their vacation or their airport bother you at all, dude?
But the
Fucking
worst part is,
relax.
don't come up and talk to me, like, dude, like.
Who can? I bet I'd be
Or
surprised.
then don't ask these people to listen to your fucking radio
Right,
show.
right.
I guarantee
That no one
Mark
listens
Madden
to
gets
anyway.
more dudes
Right.
come up to him like, "Oh,
Oh
dude,
my
love
God,
the
it's
not
show,"
even close.
than this fucking
Yeah,
geek.
Dude,
right.
And he hangs out at Piper's Pub. That's over where the donut place is at. and they said that he's the fucking greatest. My cousin Gene said that about Mark Madden.
Yeah, Mark Madden goes to Archie's. He retweets for
dude.
shit for Archie's all the time, dude. Like,
Good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you call up Mark Madden's show with some like dumb,
You call him a
shit,
fat old asshole,
right? But
yeah,
I
he's
love
gonna
to
shit
hear
on you.
Madden shred people.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm not calling him up and saying something stupid. You know
It's all fine in small
right,
doses.
Right.
But yeah, I think Dunlap, and he tries to fight with him on Twitter. I don't think Madden will even respond to him anymore. I think he might have like blocked him. But yeah, I think Dunlap's trying to take a page out of the Madden book, and it's not coming.
Work.
It's not coming off the way
Not
he
gonna
thinks
work.
it
Coming off
is.
authentic.
No, it's definitely not. We had a dog catch a house on fire by turning on the stove while no one was home. And there was a greasy pan on the fucking stove, and that fucking house went the fuck up, man.
Did the dog go up with it? Or
No, I wouldn't have ran the
He
story.
hightailed it out of there.
I wouldn't have ran the story if the dogs died. The firefighters came, saved part of the house, got both dogs out of there. I can't be telling dead dog stories on here. You know?
Yeah. It's upbeat podcast.
But this video, this fucking dog just goes over, like just swipes it. Like it was just all
video of it. Dude.
Yeah, like a Ring camera.
Nest, one of those Nest cameras. Yeah.
Oh man, what do you do if you know like your dog has that in its bag? Like they probably sell like child lock stove.
What's your
locks.
dog's fucking Satan, dude? I got a dog. I'd never think it would like burn my house down.
John, what do you think?
I think Shuley's dog is safe. And no dogs. There's no telling what they like. You know,
You don't know what they're thinking.
them little gas stoves, dude. You hit the thing
and
click,
it goes.
click, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying there's probably something you could put on there to lock that.
They
some
do. They
anti-foul
have
thing.
like things, you know, like the things for the doorknob you can't turn. They have the same things for your stove.
Usually you got to push them in, then turn them.
Yeah.
on.
Dude, he did it all. He did it to. You
Well,
know,
then he's
Was it one of your raccoons from your house,
Do you-
dude?
That raccoon's won.
Are you giving your dog away if this happened? He burned your house down. What are you doing?
Dude, I've almost given him away for less. Fucking dog.
Is he
For
running-
not killing the
my house.
raccoons.
Is he doing a number on you?
A couple remote controls so far. A couple hats. Unnamed shoe. Like the shoe rack. Like I try. All the shoes are stacked on this top rack now, and he can get to them all. It doesn't really matter. It's just like if you take your eye off, old boy, he's fucking something.
He
up.
loves the shoe for breakfast.
He does. It's like a buffet. Prefers Johanna's slippers for some reason the most.
We had
He's
a
a creep.
Yeah.
He's a foot guy, eh? I didn't have that.
we had an angry groom hit his bride on top of the head. So we had a groom in Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
Where the fuck is that?
It's over right near Bekistan.
Oh, okay. So this is Uzbekistan. So it was an Uzbekistanian wedding.
Wait, say that again.
Uzbekistanian. I mean, this ain't an easy word, you fucks.
Uzbekistani wedding.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I'm not pronouncing
English
it.
major.
No, I just said it 9 times. You can fucking say it. Anyway, they're playing some weird game that we don't know what the fuck it was.
But it's called Slap Your Wife. It's
no
called Beat Your Bride.
No one that wrote the article knew what was going on either. But they're playing this weird game. The dude lost, and like everyone started cheering. He got embarrassed, and he just like dropped the hammer down on his top of his wife's head, and like everyone just stopped, and like the wedding was over. That was it. He was just like she won like the game. He went like this, like it was a pop top thing. It just went boom. Everyone was like, "Oh!" The groomsman like looked at his phone, all uncomfortable, and then everybody just dispersed.
That sounds like a WWE match.
Yeah, it's not a good sign for the rest of their life.
No.
Yeah, she might want to rethink
Yeah,
that.
if you just did the vows and you do the domestic slide, you know,
Yeah.
like
If you can't get past a
control
wedding
it,
day without
it's
beating your wife.
domestic. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
The domestic.
He's gonna choke you. It's domestic. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
It was it didn't make much sense, man. Leah Remini wants everyone to stop sucking off Tom Cruise because of Top Gun. She wants everyone to remember that he's a crazy Scientologist.
Sounds like
Shut the
someone's.
fuck
Yeah,
up.
dude.
Sounds like nobody's watching her special anymore.
Leave Maverick alone.
Right.
Maverick's fine.
America's
Shut your
back.
goddamn mouth.
Yeah, we needed Top Gun.
We needed Top Gun. He
Chubby
came
chaser.
through. I don't care how weird he is.
Yeah.
No, if he wants
In
to
real
be
life, it's none of my business.
none of my business. But you know who's the man? Maverick.
Maverick is.
Yeah, and you know who brings me Maverick? That little fucking weirdo.
That little
so
midget.
leave that little fucking weirdo alone.
Right. Yeah, I love fucking her show. Definitely, she had her time, and people were watched it.
King of Queens was great.
No, I'm saying the Scientology.
The documentary.
People tuned in.
King of Queens was great.
Love Queen. King of Queens.
I do. I still watch it.
I still watch it too. And she was on, and she she explained herself. You can't come after Tom Cruise, aka Maverick. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta let it go.
Plus, I haven't heard anything too bad about Scientology recently. You know what I mean? It's not so bad.
They know what it is.
They haven't blackmailed anybody in decades.
Right. Let me enjoy the movie.
How about this? Don't join Scientology.
That's all.
I'm gonna go see it. I'll watch the movie. I won't join Scientology. Happy?
Does that work?
How has her looks changed, dude? She used to be super hot at the beginning of King of Queens.
Yeah, she looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. She did a lot of that she did like reconstructive surgery on her face, dude. You don't think?
No, I think she looks good still.
No, dude. Give me season 1 of King of Queens.
You want her back at Saved by the Bell days.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
she was on the.
When she was
on
the
Saved by the
resort's
Bell when
daughter,
they
the
worked-
resort owner's
Stacy.
daughter,
Yeah.
Stacy.
Yeah.
An elephant killed a 7-year-old woman and showed up at the funeral to trample her again to make sure she's dead. What did this lady do to this elephant?
She must have
It's a very spiteful elephant.
flicked his genitals or did something to him, dude.
She must have did something that she must have killed like one of his babies.
Right.
or
Yeah,
her
I mean, they
babies.
never forget. You know, elephants
Oh
never
yeah,
forget. right?
they retain information.
Apparently.
Very vindictive.
Dude, to trample a 7-year-old woman and then show up at the funeral and trample her again and make sure the job's done. That's a little.
She must have
kooky.
done something. Yeah,
she did something. It's very fucked up. If you're this lady's family, you have to kill this elephant because you have to worry about this elephant just coming after all
everybody.
you now. Yeah.
Who's next?
It seems like he had a specific target. So basically, you're like, all right, grandma's dead.
maybe the elephant wasn't wrong.
Like going
we
back,
don't
like
know.
what did she do?
Right.
What'd she do to trigger him?
Well, that's what I mean.
Did she kill like you said, kill a baby elephant, flicked its genitals, try to cut the ivory tusk off to sell it on the black market? We don't know.
I mean, this elephant could have a vendetta against her whole family.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to take that. You have to
It's
take
beef.
that elephant out.
I'd be
man.
scared. Yeah,
Yeah, because if the elephant's smart enough to know where the funeral's at, it's going to find out where the family member. I mean, I don't think they had the funeral right where like, oh, she got trampled, and they're like, all right, we're going to bury her right here.
Or yeah, or like even if they did do it kind of close, like you're not gonna just let that elephant like linger around in the background of the funeral. You know what I mean?
He had a mustache.
Like shoot it.
He had a mustache and a
They
suit
have
on.
face
You're like,
recognition.
hey, no face. Hey, who's the big guy over there with them with the tusk?
Hey, father, before you continue with this funeral, let's get this fucking murder fucking
Oh, we
elephant.
get this elephant out of here.
What'd she have at the Bangladesh Zoo?
Dude, what the hell? Dude, so he killed her, and then they still let him go enough to where he came back to the funeral.
Sounds like she wasn't too popular in her time.
What part of the
Yeah.
world was this?
The
Who's
pachyderms hate her.
Was that Uzbekistan? It was it next to Uzbekistan?
Probably was. Pat Perez is insane. Dude, there's some crazy wives on the PGA / LIV Live Tour. Pat Perez goes to Live. I guess his wife is active on social media. I've never seen her before. She's average at best. And she starts off this crazy video like, my Instagram page is for my family. And she's like flipping her hair, trying to be all hot. She's like, it's not for you to come and like pleasure yourself on and all kinds of crazy fucking weird shit. And she's like, if you comment anything negative about the Live Tour or my husband, I'm going to unfollow you and block you just like I did with 200, probably 300. Like the worst, most cringy fucking video ever. Like, lady, your husband's catching heat for going to a fucking tour ran by terrorists. Stay off IG before these Saudis come for you.
Where's that elephant when you need him?
Yeah.
Wait, so she's saying some dudes are coming to her
Yeah,
site and jerking off?
Dude, I think she thinks she's
Skin past
A
that.
tail was on his time.
dude. Don't get me wrong, dudes jerk off to Instagram. Let's come on. But
We're realists.
yeah. But she's not jerking. Like she's not. It was just so strange. Like and like that's what she like opened up with. And like this Live Tour is just fucking. It's out of control. Dude.
Do you think though on that tour that they're obviously smoke show wives? So like there's guys and she felt left out. They were talking probably one day about like, yeah, guys like send me the creepiest messages. I don't even tell Justin about them, you know.
Probably.
And she's sitting there listening like, yeah, I I'll be right back, and then goes and makes this video. Like,
who, Paulina Gretzky?
And her,
in her crazy mind, she probably thinks her and Paulina Paulina's 1 and she's 1A, and it's not even close to anything like that. Dude, this LIV tour is out of control, man. It's like ruining golf.
Dude, no, you know what? It's not, because it's bringing so much fucking publicity to the sport itself, not the PGA or anything.
Good. It's not good attention.
Phil's looking nuts, like you said.
Phil looks insane. That picture of him and DJ, like Phil was just dressed like fucking Nicolas Cage and Gone in 60 Seconds, looking insane.
When it rains, it pours.
They both look like they fucking did an 8-ball. And like they played that tournament. I heard the coverage was actually really good. It's kind of part of it's kind of corny, and they're not really playing for anything. Charles Schwartzel won it.
He won like money.
He won almost $5 million.
Yeah.
So it's nuts, and everybody's going back and forth. It sounds like Brooks is about to go. DeChambeau's
Brooks is getting all snippy with the
Brooks
media.
being a cunt with the media as usual.
Tell him to go.
I think he is gonna go.
Right, they're gonna pay him a ton of money.
But like, dude,
they're fielding questions now about 9/11. That's pretty rough.
Them on the PGA tour. Well, So like
these reporters, like, they're relentless.
Yeah, the London reporters were asking some insane questions. Like, dude, that's not on. They let them fucking play golf, dude. And then the commissioner of the PGA got on, and he started like fucking talking about 9/11. And, like, they had, like, people's family members
sending them letters
from that died in 9/11. Like, bro, this is getting insane.
But the sad thing is, for the PGA Tour, that's their last stop. Like, they have no defense after that. So, like, they're definitely the underdog in this. Like, they were saying yesterday, like, the PGA is the underdog. They don't have the money to compete with the LIV Tour. I get the prestige and all that of the PGA Tour. I like the PGA Tour, but I think in the long run, they're either going to have to make nice and combine and let them play in both, or they're going to end up taking out the PGA Tour.
Yeah, they're going to have to meet in the middle somewhere for sure. Popeyes is selling 59-cent pieces of chicken to celebrate their 50th anniversary. How cheap does Popeyes get their chicken? 59 cents. That seems.
It's a piece of skin.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably getting we're talking mass produced farm chicken, so you're probably paying 59 cents a chicken. At that.
At the amount they're buying, yeah, probably
59 cents a chicken.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's definitely not. Right? It's not fucking select cut chicken breast. I promise you that.
Rib meat, which is very questionable.
Yeah,
anytime
which is
you
not
see chicken
from a rib or meat.
It says rib meat. You're like, wait a minute. You start thinking about chicken ribs, and I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck is the chicken?
Yeah,
rib?
that's a ground up rib meat, beef, fat, beak, asshole, everything.
I'm gonna pass on the 59-cent chicken.
Yeah. I'll pay full price.
I'll take a breast.
Yeah, right.
Keep the rib meat.
Aaron Rodgers got a new girlfriend. Her name's Blue. She denies being a witch. You know who would say that?
A witch.
Why would she? Who asked that question?
Burn her at the stake.
Right.
I don't know who asked her. Like, I guess like she just goes by Blue, BLU, and she must have like.
What's she look like?
Weird, like a witch.
no doy.
Looks like she might. I mean, she's hot.
She might fly around on a broomstick.
Like a hot witch. Like, I don't know if she's that type of witch. It looks like she's like a spell potion witch.
Like she'll have a little doll of Aaron Rodgers during the season if he pisses her off.
Yeah,
he ain't exactly the most normal dude in the world.
Listen, Blue, if you're a witch, you're a witch. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
We're just reporting the news. You're saying you're not a witch, you're not a witch. The burner at the stake comment, I take back. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want any smoke with potions or any.
With the supernatural.
Yeah, this ain't the Salem witch trials. It's just a podcast.
We're going to go over to Brother in Arms. Jack Harlow says he's loved black girls his whole entire life. Same, Jack. No duh.
Yeah, samesies.
Yeah, what are we talking about, buddy? I don't know why the feeling. I don't know why.
Why'd you have to say that?
Yeah. Why is that breaking news?
Yeah, breaking news. White guys love black girls.
Is he trying to get like an influx of like?
I'm sure he has it.
Oh yeah, he's smashing kids.
Yeah. We had a guy. Oh shit! This fucking video was crazy. So we had a guy teeing off. He looked to be like in like Montana or like Idaho, some country. And they show a black bear, and the guy filming the video is like, the black bear is probably like, I don't know, 35 yards away. This dude smashes this drive, and like the sound like pisses the bear off and just starts charging these two, and he definitely got him. You know what I mean? You just seen like a phone fumble, and like that was it. There was no story connected, no nothing. So like this dude, like, bro, skip the hole. Like this bear was 30 feet away. Don't tee off like in his face. You know what I mean?
Like you said, get back in your fucking cart, dude. Let's take a break.
Happened?
No, we don't know what happened. There was no.
Someone had to post it, so they.
Yeah, it was just a post. It was just an insane video. Like the dude was like, "Man, look at this bear." Then zooms on his boy driving the ball. Dude crushes a drive. Bear starts flying at him. You see a cell phone go up in there, and that like, you know what I mean? And that was it. The bear might have killed him.
The bear might have posted it, like, fuck around and find out.
Whole eight's mine, motherfucker.
Yeah, stay off this course, motherfucker. My boy lives over in Uzbekistan. He stomped some old lady out. He's an elephant.
That elephant story's nuts, man. We had a fan at the LIV golf event get hit with a golf ball right in his back. This dude flopped. I mean, he got hit. Don't get me wrong.
He flopped.
He flopped so hard. It was insane. He's trying to get some of the LIV money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't blame him.
Me either. If I get hit with a ball there, I'm going.
Is there a class
It's a
action
money grab
lawsuit
for
with that?
everybody.
That's what I mean. It is up in the air for fucking everybody, man.
What happened with it? They were just like, buddy, not.
Yeah, I think it's on the back of your ticket. Like, you can't sue him if you get hit with a ball. You know what I mean? It's in the terms and conditions.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Right,
Though.
you usually get like an autograph of the glove here.
Yeah, here's a ball. Corn dick, get off the ground. You're all wet.
At least each give him an A for effort.
Yeah, you got to take the shot. Maybe their insurance isn't that good over there. You got Rory chirping at Greg Norman. Shit's getting wild, man. Nick Cannon announces his 9th kid. Congratulations, Nick.
Way to go.
He got a 9-pack.
He got a 9-pack.
Jeez.
That is so many kids.
That's how many different women?
I think it's like 4 or 5.
Well, at least it ain't.
I think he has like 2 more like on the way, right, from 2 different women this year.
Yeah, no, he's been racking them up, man. Because every time he does it, the internet just goes crazy.
Where does he live at?
L.A.
L.A.
So they don't sell condoms in L.A.
That's
Who's wearing? Yeah, no one's wearing.
Well, you don't know how to pull out, dude. Is this your first time?
He's just firing away. He wants a little army. Good for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's super. Nick Cannon's super duper rich.
Yeah,
So
he's
I
doing pretty
don't
good.
think he gives a fuck.
He's a nerd, though.
Britney Spears got married, and her first husband crashed the wedding and had to be detained by police.
Who was the first one? I can't
I
remember.
don't even forget his
one-
name.
the
It was-
Is it the dude from Hazelwood?
When they had kids?
No, it was the other one. There was like a high school. There was like a high school sweetheart before the dancer guy.
The one that got her in Vegas and they got married and got annulled right away.
Yeah, that dude.
K-Fed.
Before
Before him.
Yeah.
They
Another loser.
It was like a high school sweetheart. I guess he lost his mind. Everything's not going too great for him.
Right.
Imagine
And
that.
She's marrying some other loser, and this loser tried to stop her marrying from this other loser. And Brittany's just going around doing a Woody Woodpecker impression to everybody.
Was it in a trailer park? The way?
Dude,
She's getting cool.
She's getting good.
she does a good
Scary.
Woody Woodpecker. I'll say that. Like,
What?
I feel like anybody could do a Woody Woodpecker.
Wait a minute.
but she
I
does.
thought you were saying she's like blowing people.
No.
doing
she
Apple.
does it like the, but she's like really good at it. But like the thing was, she did it a long time ago, and like that's her thing now. People like bring her on a show like, Brittney, we just have to see the Woody Woodpecker. She'll like her eyes like roll in the back of her head, and then she just goes.
Brittany's a kook, man.
She is.
Nuh-uh.
That sounds like it.
Yeah.
Brittany's she could be some girl from Greenfield or Hazelwood at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's just no difference.
Yeah.
Teacher goes back and forth with student and tells this is fucked up. So a teacher and student arguing. The teacher kept yelling back at the student, like, don't talk to me. Get your dad. Get your dad. Get your dad. And the girl yells back, my dad's dead. The dude's like, well, dig him up. Like, that's going to get you canned, buddy.
Oh, dude.
Like, I don't think the girl's dad was dead because you could kind of tell the way she was like, she was just saying it to like, drive a point home.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, dig him up because I'm ready.
Yeah, but the girl was relentless on this teacher.
Oh.
I have to stick up for the teacher a little bit because
He's a brother in arms.
yeah, he was getting it bad. He said, quit playing with me. I don't play around like that. I told you to stop it. She kept going and going. He said, get your dad. Go get your dad then. Go get your dad. And then my dad's dead. Jack already told a story, but when he said, well, go ahead and dig him up, everyone was like, oh!
Got her.
Yeah, she was like, But her dad wasn't dead. He was just sleeping, I think.
Did he get fired?
We don't know that.
They didn't say yet. But you got a high school teacher's a tough gig, man.
I wouldn't do it.
Fuck that. I don't know. Like, I think it'd be really cool some days, but other days, like, they just keep pressing you and pressing you. You're gonna blow your lid eventually. Eventually, you're gonna snap. So you should probably get, like, I don't know, couple snaps a year. Like, okay, like you get 6 snap outs.
Right? Yeah, you can hit 3 kids and then you're good.
Especially the way kids are talking back. Like, it's just
they don't give a fuck.
You got one of their friends with a video camera trying to get you to snap.
It's not even. Yeah, it's not even
baiting you into snapping.
It's not even like just being the art of being a dickhead to your teacher anymore. It's the art of being your dickhead to your teacher to go viral now. So they're really pressing it. Speaking of going viral, we had a doctor letting kids know not to stick their dick in these new vacuum-powered laundry chutes. Have you seen these laundry chutes? They're like, they're on a wall, and you just like throw your shirt at it, and it just sucks it down, and it shoots it in the laundry. If they were around when we were kids, there's a hole like that big, we would have stuck everything we could in there.
All of our dicks would be ripped off.
Yeah, we would have been gangbanging that fucking vacuum hole.
The
glory hole.
Yeah, so
good old vacuum.
This doctor came out like, don't stick your dicks in there because like the ERs aren't they're not gonna be able to handle this if every kid starts sticking their dick in it. And kids are
your dick looks like a slinky.
It's a vacuum like suck hole.
I understand what it is, but what kind of damage is it doing to your pecker?
I think there's just
is
cum all over your
Is it
clothes.
just ripping your skin off your dick?
I don't think. No, I think it's probably gonna be pretty dope.
And I think there's just jizz all over the clothes. So that's the problem.
They're like the jizz clogs the fucking tube.
It does seem like a very like good sucker. So I don't know. Maybe it could fuck your. They're saying it will fuck your dick up.
It'll pull something.
I just think they don't want their kids sticking their dick in the wall. But I don't know. You're a kid. You stick your dick into some shit.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, if your kids aren't dumb today, they're tightening that hole up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Running a couple socks around.
They got some of that great stuff. They put some great stuff in there.
Maybe some,
that alien tape.
Maybe some putty.
Yeah.
Some type of like sticky putty, and then you get the suck going with the putty.
They've never seen more 12-year-old boys ask their dad.
Wonder how much these things.
Dad, where's the caulking gun at? Yeah. I want some of that spray foam.
Like that. Is there any plumber's putty down there?
Wonder how much those things are.
I don't even go.
You don't even install it in your wall. You just have it in your room.
Yeah.
Where does this go to? Like nothing. Don't worry about
it. It just shoots my jizz outside.
We had Steph Curry's parents do a full-blown wife swap with another couple. So Steph Curry's mom and dad are divorced and dating a couple, or just dating a whole nother couple. So the dad's dating a mom from another couple, and the mom's dating a dad from another couple. Just did a whole entire wife swap. This had to be some type of swinger situation gone wrong, gone awry.
Gone right.
Gone right, yeah. Maybe that's what love. But and they're showing up to the NBA finals together and shit. Like, dude, if you're in some weird swinger shit that went wrong, like, leave it. Don't show up.
Steph Curry's like, Mom,
don't come to my basketball game.
But I wonder he missed all his threes for like the first time in the last game.
Like, I don't. My new mom and my new dad, and like, what if you're like, they have 2 kids, and now you're telling everybody your stepbrothers are Steph and Steph Curry. Like, fucking.
That's
let me win the finals before everybody has to find out about how weird you are.
Let's do this on the off season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this dude's telling you how your mom's a very generous lover. You're trying to hit a free throw.
Joe Maddon. Is it Joe or Joel Maddon? The coach.
Joe.
Yeah, he's a something else. So old Joe, I guess the Angels were in a big losing streak. So Joe decided to get a mohawk for like team morale to snap their losing streak. Got fired before he could even show the team. So like this 7-year-old man gets a mohawk, pumped up to show everybody. He gets canned.
Now he's a greeter at Walmart.
I feel like he's been around forever.
He's running from elephants over in Uzbekistan.
Those baseball coaches, man, they let those motherfuckers coach forever.
Lou Piniella?
Yeah.
Was that Lou Piniella? Not Lou Piniella. Who's the other guy? LaRussa.
Leland was around forever.
Leland was still a pretty good coach. LaRussa needs to go home. You know what I mean?
You're saying it's past his bedtime?
Dude. Lasorda, too. Lasorda was there until he was like 80.
Yeah.
Those guys hate their wives.
We had a wild Disney story. So we had a 28-year-old and a 30-year-old get married. Their parents pay for the whole wedding. So they let everybody know that they're having a wedding. There won't there's gonna be food for to buy at the wedding. but they're not providing anybody food at the wedding or drink. So if you come to the wedding, you'll be able to get food or drink. It's just not going to be on us because they wanted to pay Disney and Mickey almost $3,000 to come to a wedding for a half hour to celebrate with them because they love Disney so much. So they had all these people come to the wedding expecting them to bring a gift, supplied no food, no booze, and they kept their parents' money to pay for Mickey and Minnie instead. And they said their parents were unbelievably supportive. They had an aunt that go on Facebook. She started talking shit, how aunts do.
Yeah.
And, here we are. It's a viral story.
Well, I would talk shit as well. You're going to forego the open bar for fucking Mickey and Minnie to come there?
For a half hour.
Yeah, I hope you both
No,
fucking...
at
hope
all.
your honeymoon sucks.
So there was no... Yeah, they only came for a half hour, but it's not like there was like no food or no booze for a half hour. There was no food or booze at all. And then Mickey and Minnie would just come for a half hour and take a couple pictures with you.
But you said they could
I'd
buy
kill
food.
them.
Yeah, that's what I didn't understand in the story.
They had food trucks outside.
There were somewhere where you could, it sounded like food trucks are like a fucking mall or something.
$3,000 ain't covering the food.
No.
Anyway, so are their parents paying for the wedding? Or
It'll
they're not paying
cover
for
the bar though.
In the story, he said it covered exactly what they needed it for. Like it was the exact number of what Mickey and Minnie cost. So we took it as a sign that we needed Mickey and Minnie to be there.
Oh my god! I hope Elephant tramples their
If
fucking
you want to
wedding.
fly there and go, I mean,
We're talking about a 28-year-old and a 30-year-old, man. These Lainey had a good point the other day. Disney parents weren't a thing. Like, it's our age people that are becoming crazy Disney parents.
Nerds.
Like, you never heard of anybody's parents being like, wow, you've never heard these stories before.
No.
And now it's just like, I don't know, I guess parents took like kids our age too much to Disney, and now people are obsessed with Disney. It's one
Kids
of the
can't, or people can't grow up and just let it go.
it's so fucking strange, man.
There's some strange birds out there.
I've never even been to Disney.
Me neither.
Me either.
Fuck no! Dude, and then they're giving $3,000 to this idiot and this broad
Yeah,
dressed
and
up like fucking morons.
Are they even $3,000? You ain't getting official Mickey and Minnie there.
Fuck no,
You're
dude.
getting some bullshit costume.
Yeah, you're
dubbed
getting
on.
some dude that just left the methadone clinic and his fucking
You're getting
girlfriend.
a bootleg
She's a
Mickey,
prosty.
A bootleg Mickey and a tiny Minnie, and she's a fucking whore.
All right, let's take a break.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more Greenfield Fine Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451 8968 and ask for Arthur. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding our gears, and who better to kick it off than Angry John? What's grinding his gears?
We're doing gear grinders this week, dude.
Hey, guys, you got gear grinders going on.
I didn't know if it was this segment. I didn't mean this fucking week.
We got to explain this. So for the past 125 episodes, we're on episode 128. Every week.
You know what my gear grinder is, dude?
Let me finish. Every week when we go to this, after we do Brother in Arms, we go take a quick commercial break. Everyone knows we're going to Gear Grinds. The fucking producer, the engineer, everybody here. The listeners, everybody knows. Shuley goes every week, goes, dude, we doing Gear Grinders this week.
I don't know if I have one.
I never say this week. I said we're doing it now.
Yeah! All right, Angry Johnny, get us kicked off.
So this one's from my Russian comrade, Mishka, but I concur with this very much. Is when your girl goes to go get a manicure and pedicure and it takes like 3.5 hours.
Does it take that long?
It does take that long, which you probably don't notice because you don't
have kids. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which was fine before
she
leaves 3.5 hours. Get done what I need to get done. You know what I mean? Now,
stick your dick in a
hole.
Then
put 3 toddlers in your house, and then you're counting the minutes.
I'd be furious.
Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Was it a long line there or what?
Pacing back and forth. And then, like, next thing you know, like, you're just, like, steaming red mad when they come home.
Because that's pretty regular. When do they do that? Once a month?
It could be, if your girl goes regularly, it's about once a month.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a solid 3 to 3.5 hours. If you get hands and feet.
What do they think? They live on time, John? Like, you have nothing to do. They could take 3.5 hours.
No, listen, when you have kids, your wife will make reasons to not be there. Like, oh my, you know what? I gotta go do this, blah blah blah, whatever. It's nonsense. It's all nonsense to make you have to watch the kids. That's what it is.
It was like when I used to go up Shenley or Highland Park all the time. There would just be guys sitting in their cars, like just like
they're working late,
just not going home. It was crazy. I was actually at Highland Park today. There was a guy sitting in his car, and like there's always like a few dudes up there, and like I don't think it's anything like Shenley Park thing going on, if you catch what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But this dude was just listening into the baby so loud, just sitting in his car by himself, just on his phone with the music blasting. I'm like,
the baby's crying?
No, the baby, like the rapper.
Oh,
I'm thinking of baby.
I'm like, tell that kid to shut the fuck up.
Dude, it was so crazy.
Just wishing he was back in high school.
Just wishing he just didn't have to go to wherever he had to go.
Yeah, he was living that little 5 minutes of life that he has right there.
Oh man, Julie, what do you got?
All right, the other day I'm coming home. I'm in my dump truck, driving through the alley right behind my house, and there's just like this little young kid, he's laying in the fucking alleyway, fucking around playing. And I drive past him, and he fucking shreds my truck with like a handful of gravel.
No.
Right? So I'm a little bit pissed. I'm in my work truck, so I ain't as mad. Like if I was in like my family car, like I might snap. So I stop. And, like, they're doing work on my street, so I can't even park there. So I have to park in the alleyway. So I get out of the truck, and I start walking over. And this dude's walking down. I'm like, oh, what's up, man? I'm like, hey, is that your son there? He's like, yeah, wow, what's up? I'm like, man, do me a favor. Don't throw fucking rocks at cars. You know what I mean? Like, now, I was feeling diplomatic and strong, but I was feeling very, strong. This dude was like 6'7", like 350 pounds. I'm like, fuck, I should have just stayed in the fucking truck and not said anything, dude. This dude was enormous. But he handled it like a gentleman. I'm like, dude, don't tell your son don't throw fucking rocks. He said, when did he do it? Yesterday? Today? I'm like, motherfucker, like 2 seconds ago. Like, you ain't hear it sounded like a buckshot, dude. He just speckled my car or my truck with rocks. And then, he was like, all right, man, I'm going to take care of it. And he turned around. I was like, fuck, man, this kid's going to get his fucking ass kicked. I was kind of glad the kid was getting his ass kicked, but then I'm like, fuck, should I just like...
Nah, I bet you won't hit your... I mean,
he ain't throwing rocks
every day at your truck.
You might have an enemy on your hand now.
Yeah.
The kid? No, the dad.
No, I'm saying the kid.
Yeah, but because I was just going to go up and be like, hey, dude, don't, I get it. You're a kid.
You did dumb shit.
Yeah, don't throw rocks, bro. And then I seen his dad. I'm like, well, I got to say something now. And then I'm like, holy fuck, this dude like stood up like, Jesus Christ.
When you like said that, I had a flashback of like being a little kid and like somebody we were with just like throwing like, get that gravel and you.
That's what it was. He just shredded my fucking side of my truck with gravel. It was like tiny. It didn't make no marks, but I heard it. And I'm like,
don't do that, dickhead.
What the fuck, dude?
Especially if he knows
you're my neighbor, dude. I live like 6 houses. Probably like maybe like 9, 10 maybe.
That's about that.
Oh, they're getting to that scary age.
Yeah, right. So it's like, hey, enormous dude, you're gonna have to nip us in the bud. You know what I mean? Because I told him, I'm like, dude, someone else is. If you're driving down a nice car, someone's gonna snap. Because I'm thinking in my head, like, if Rosa drives down here and you shred her car gravel, Rosa's gonna lose her shit. She might hit your kid.
Yeah.
She might hit your kid. Like literally.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, and then me and you got a problem, and I'm like, nah, dude, we're good. Just
I don't even see a scratch on there. No, it looks good to me.
I don't buff out, buddy.
Rosa, it's fine.
Hey, kids are kids.
Yeah.
Get in a fucking car.
Z-Bird, what do you got?
Dude, Costco keeps moving everything around in the store, and I can't take it. So, like, it was, like, a big thing for me, like, when I was, like, going through like, a weird, like, little depressed phase. Like, Costco is my safe spot, and I was going down there, like, every day. Mapped out the store. I knew where everything was at. It was like my happy place. I knew I could get in and out of there pretty quick. Now I can't. They literally relocate everything all the time, and I know why they do it. It's so like you end up going through the store looking for more shit and picking up more shit.
Right.
But it's super fucking annoying, and they keep discontinuing products that like I love to use, like nacho cheese, and I'm just fucking fed up with it. Like I've had it. And I'm sick of it. And why don't you just leave the stuff where it's at? I know where the pizza crust were at for fucking 2 years. Now I don't. No one does. Brandon didn't. The fucking kid working there, he doesn't know where they put them. They might be in the back. Shit might be on top. You're telling me that you're going to bring a forklift to get these pizza?
Rosa said they've been changing like very frequently now. It was like every couple months. Now it's like every 2 weeks they change
It's
this
insane. It's like a different store every time you walk in. The only thing you can count on being there is the muffins and the TVs. I mean, that's it.
Are you on a first name basis with any employees down there?
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah. So, like, if I'm by the bakery, you know what I mean? I can, like, the one dude works there, Jake. I could be like, what's up, Jake? He's like, I got some fresh ones coming out. Talking about bagels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like, all right. And I know, but he always tells me, like, when I'm looking at the pies, he'll go like this. It means the ones underneath. You know what I mean? I look at the ones underneath, and they're definitely dated newer. So I'm like, all right. And that's the trick. You know what I mean?
Well, that makes sense. You want to get rid of those old ones.
Right. So they slap them on top. You're like, oh, I'll take a 6-week-old pie. But, like, so I do know little tricks down there and stuff like that, but they keep moving everything. I mean, I'm talking water, pizza crust, nacho cheese. They discontinued that. These ice cream bars. These little Angus burgers, like it's just nuts.
Are you thinking about jumping ship to like maybe like a BJ's or a Sam Club?
If BJ's wholesale, I heard a rumor that they're going to start selling trading cards.
Ooh,
if they
game
did,
changer.
I'm taking the drive out there to see what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, you've been good to Costco. That sounds like they're not being good
There's
to you.
nothing worse than backtracking in Costco because you can't
bro.
find.
I never I used to have to buy shit at work there all the time. And they move shit like crazy, but I never thought like why they would do that. That makes perfect sense because you do find yourself walking around the whole store.
Right, and
like
then you see something like, oh, I'm going to grab that. I'm going to buy these Pringles.
You're buying a bidet.
Right.
You're buying a rear clear.
Yeah, you go in there to get fucking socks and nacho cheese, and you end up leaving with a fucking canoe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
New kayak.
Yeah.
Dude, they're selling those Bugatti or those the Bugatti scooters or whatever they are. They're fucking sick, dude.
What are they?
Yeah, they're like the little scooters, dude, but they're like Bugatti.
How much are they?
Some shit, and they're $1,000, but they're hard,
Sounds reasonable.
dude. Yeah, they're sweet.
They got golf clubs. I mean, dude, don't even get me started. But like, yeah, I've wasted many of money down there because the stuff's in the wrong place. So yeah, I might have to go to a new store.
Their plan's working then.
I got a grinder. I was at the driving range the other day, and it was jam packed, and it was just 2 stalls open, and there were 2 cornered stalls bad. I was pretty much playing on the net. I was so close. But I'm piping the ball right now, so it was no big deal for me. The guy next to me was humming the whole entire time. So he got out of his – we parked next to each other. We got balls next to each other. We had to hit next to each other because it was so crowded. The whole time he's humming. He's like, like so happy, having the time of his life, just like in a joyful mood. He wasn't getting the ball off the ground. He's hitting 9 feet, just humming away.
You know
I'm
why
like,
he was humming? Because he wasn't with his kids and family.
I guess, but like, dude, quit with the humming. You stink, which is fine. I stunk for a long time and still do stink. But like, what are you humming about? What are you so happy about? I was about to ask him, like, dude, life's awful. What are you so what do you got
He's
going
a
on?
glass half full type of guy. He's just hitting some golf balls in a good mood.
Just happy to be there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't know.
He was like, hey, Jack, my wife got a manicure and pedicure yesterday. He's like, so now I'm burning my whole Sunday here.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody.
He was just like the 5 feet. 6 feet. Misses completely. And I'm like, I like hit one to the right. I'm like, motherfucker. It's just like,
I'm never going to get this.
Yeah. It's just like, man. I guess half full, maybe perspective, huh?
Yeah.
But I mean, humming is just obnoxious. See, driving range.
People still did that.
I didn't. That's what I was so, dude. I was so thrown off. Like, we got a hummer on my.
You ever catch like a dude when you're working, like someone would just be whistling to themselves? Like,
I feel like whistling is more acceptable than a hum. A hum is just like, I don't know.
Yeah. What are you, a 7-year-old girl?
When I'm listening to, I got mostly everyone we work with. We got Bluetooth headphones, and like you'll catch dudes jamming out.
Yeah, but he was just freestyling a hum. He wasn't. It's not like he was like listening to something and like humming along. He just had his own little melody coming out of his mouth. I didn't appreciate it. Let's take a break.
All right, everybody. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
All right. Would you put your kid in a gorilla pit for $50,000? So you got to put your kid in a pit, 50 grand?
No, that's a low ball number there.
It is. It is a little low.
My kid to get his face ripped off.
Well,
I'm probably gonna need a little more money than that.
500,000. Up it to 500,000.
500.
No.
I don't know. Javina's pretty agile. She's pretty agile, man.
How long do they have to stay in it?
Yeah, what's the limit?
A minute.
A minute?
With just one gorilla?
One. Well.
Or multiple gorillas?
No, just one.
We'll go one gorilla.
And 2 kids. So one of them's going to be
so
fine.
one of them's going to make it.
Yeah, I mean, that's still not enough money, man.
No,
I like my kids.
Yeah, it was a weird question.
Would you put Paisley in there for 50 grand?
Fuck no. I don't know what I'd know.
What about a million?
A million?
Would you put Joe in there for 500 grand?
50,000.
Joe's lived a long life.
Yeah, he's had a very fulfilling life.
Yeah.
At 38.
Let's take the kids out of this. Would you put yourself in a gorilla pit for 50 grand?
No, 50 grand is, I mean.
50 grand,
what
really
are we talking?
Yeah,
Dude,
let's go.
$500,000.
We'll go 250. 250 grand.
Okay.
For 1
What's
minute?
Oh,
the time limit?
You got to be in there for a minute with a girl.
Well,
no matter what happens after this minute.
You get it.
No, but I mean, when the minute comes, this gorilla's beating the shit out of me. He
No.
stops.
You shoot that
Time out.
motherfucker, right?
Yeah,
I'm saved after the minute.
After the minute, you're saved.
Yeah, now you're, you know.
I mean, because how fast are gorillas? Probably faster than we
Yeah, they're
think.
fast.
Right, but if they get a hold of you, it's a rap.
But are they
dude.
angry? Is there a chance they might not?
What if you just jerk them off?
They might investigate you for a little bit.
Right.
And see what's going on.
Right, I just don't do anything threatening.
I might pretend like I am a gorilla and just start like eating poop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd eat,
It might
I'd
be
eat
like,
poop
that
for
dude's-
250,000.
Like that dude's
Oh,
nuts. Don't fuck
course.
with him. Like that's the dude that eats shit all the time.
That smears shit on yourself.
Yeah, I'll just rub poop all over myself.
But you got to figure Harambe grabbed that kid pretty quick, dude. So, I mean,
They can literally rip your arm off. I mean, I
rip,
don't know.
rip your head
Yeah.
off. Yeah. Some things just money isn't worth everything.
I mean, now everybody has their price. Like you could make it worth my while. You know what I mean? But $250 ain't it.
Nah, 250 doesn't go as far as it used to.
Yeah, right. This ain't the 70s.
no, you get up to like.
We're talking multiple
$3
million
mil.
dollars. Yeah.
Now I'm jumping in there for a minute. I think, man, would that be fucking terrifying?
Yeah.
That would suck. But you get out of there unscathed. You know, I mean, he just looks confused.
That's the thing, though. If it's televised, people don't want you to get unscathed, so they're probably like trying to rile up.
Yeah,
the gorilla.
dude. They're putting money line bets on you dying.
Right, they're probably like throwing beef jerky at you.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Right, I want to.
Jack, that was the thing that put you over the edge. That's just not.
Now that
Yeah,
changes
so-
everything.
I mean, yeah, if you throw food at me while I'm in the gorilla pit, yeah, that's a game changer.
Dude, I mean, if you're laying in there like the possum, like covered up, like I mean,
I don't know if that's the way to go.
That might be the worst.
I
thing
think the way to go is maybe just like go in there and just try to be as natural as because you figure the zookeeper's in
once
there.
he starts coming after you, though,
Right,
I
you got to shit and get though when he
like
comes
you're
after
not gonna fight the gorilla. He's gonna kill
No,
you.
no, obviously. Yeah,
I'm saying if you cover up, at least you can't rip your arm off, get your head.
You just
He
gotta
might
survive.
He might just pick you up and slam you around a little.
that makes sense, but I think if you cover up like that, it's gonna draw them over sooner. And I think kind of
This is when he's coming after me, though.
But he might not come after you if you just initially go in there and start walking around like you're supposed to be.
Right.
there.
Yeah, I think I would pretend like I'm a zookeeper, like maybe start like
Inspector
Z-Bird
King.
said,
I'd start
looking,
cleaning up
playing with
shit.
Yeah,
Picking stuff out of his hair like little.
It all comes
little
back
lights.
to shit.
yeah. I don't think you want to get close to him, John. I don't know if
I
that's
know,
the
dude.
move.
Kick roll a ball to him, maybe he likes that.
You want to play fetch?
Yeah.
I
Put
mean,
the banana peels out so he can't get to you.
yeah, I mean, if you could play a fetch, every animal likes a nice game of fetch.
Yeah.
So this goes hand in hand with this question. Do you think you could beat any creature on Earth if you had two samurai swords? So, any creature on Earth, you have two sharp samurai swords. You think you could take out any creature?
I mean, I am quite the swordsman, but
I think a gorilla, I'm fucking up.
but imagine like a bear, like that dude with the bear charging you or some shit, or like a lion. I don't
Good
know.
samurai
dude.
sword, one swipe, and they're
hurt.
They're hurt.
They're
They're
cut,
hurt.
you might cut it in half. What about like a lion?
But yeah,
That's what I'm saying. A lion fucking charging you, dude. Like,
No, if it's that sharp,
but you better fucking hit it. You know
that's
what
what
I
I'm saying.
mean?
You can't be a bitch.
Don't
You
be-
miss.
yeah, you
That's
don't want
alright.
to
yeah, you can't drop
Dude.
that sword.
Dude, I killed a wasp and a snake with a weed whacker this week.
Did
The
you?
motherfucking wasp didn't even die.
He didn't, dude. I hit him good. He was just laying there twitching. I hit him twice too.
Did you step on him, put him out of his
I did.
misery? Yeah, you gotta step on
The
him.
snake,
That's
like,
the right
dude,
thing
I
to
didn't mean
do.
to even hit the snake. He was like in high grass. I weed whacked him and I flung him out. I'm like, ah!
I'm not a snake guy. Fuck him.
I was cutting for the city the one time, and I had a Toro, like a lawnmower, like a big one, and fucking we were down Bergwin, and Bergwin was closed for fucking years, and the grass was as tall as Z-Bird, and fucking I'm fucking just mowing it, and I hear a and I look, and it was a black snake that had to be like 6 foot long, dude. It was insane. I just cut it right in half, dude. I'm glad I did. It didn't wrap around me in the tall weeds.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a funny story. It's like kind of goes off. This is a weird story, but the last thing you were talking about when you were like, yeah, you know, they like a game of fetch. So like when I volunteered at this senior center, like we had to, I was in a halfway house, and like you had to get so many volunteer hours before you could go get a regular job. So I went and volunteered at the senior thing. They were like, for a while, I was like the bingo caller for like the first week. Then like they were like, hey, why don't you come with the people upstairs? You kind of get it a little bit more. I'm like, all right. People upstairs were like the Alzheimer unit. Well, like you would play like fetch with them, honestly, and it was with beach balls. So like,
shut the fuck up.
I'm not making this up.
How do we have 125 episodes of this, and we're just hearing that you were playing fucking
fetch
with
seniors?
With senile seniors
So
with beach balls.
It gets crazier. So you would roll the ball back to them on the table, and they would roll it back to you, and they would go back and forth, and then someone would sit next to you, and then the 3-ins would hit the ball. And then by the end, there would be like 7 people there, and we're just passing the ball along. It's a pretty fun game. Then this lady woke up.
How long would this go on for?
At least 15 minutes.
Well, that's a long
That's
time.
a lot of ball rolls
Yeah.
there.
It's a lot of ball rules. So everything's cool. So I go back. Well, apparently the first day I did it, this lady, I swear to God, her name was Ethel. Everyone's thinking I'm making it
Always
up. I'm not.
is.
But Ethel wasn't there. Well, she came into play, and she was a real gem. She hated everybody. So what you would do is you would roll it to her, and she would smack it airborne and, like, hit the people in the face. So this other lady sitting next to me, I don't know her name, but she didn't have a nose. You know what I mean? So Ethel's sitting there, and she's coming out, and the other lady goes, "Hey, don't let her play. She'll smack me in the face." And she said, "Oh, look at you today. You look beautiful." I'm like, she's a fucking cut up. So I'm like, let's get this shit started. So I was like the quarterback, so it was up to me to start the game. Well, I just kept serving. After she just kept smacking this lady in the face until the lady finally went and got like a real human being that worked there. Like, and she like got up, like wheeled away, and like they came over, like, "What happened at the game?" Like, I don't know. They started smacking each other in the face. Dude, like, "You can't pass to Ethel." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Dude, she tortures the rest of them." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that was going on."
You were just setting her up all day.
You're setting up her fucking spikes. Oh, dude, that's crazy.
That's how that lady lost her nose, dude.
Dude, when she said
That could be
her,
a scene in a movie.
She said, when she said her, that you're not allowed to play, and she said, "Oh, you're here today. You look beautiful." And like she has no fucking nose.
Jesus.
She had lost her beak, and this chick was just ruthless, dude.
That's unbelievable.
Dude, I swear to God, that really happened.
I couldn't imagine you could make something like that up.
No.
I got nothing after that.
You got beakless Beth
you want me
over
to-
there getting
what-
spiked in the
land this
face.
plane?
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in this week. Don't forget, this Saturday, comedy show yesterday's. It's going to be awesome. Stopped on 8 o'clock. Tickets are only $10. Ray's One will be there. Dawn Arner, myself, Sholey, Ghetto Flyer. And then tune into DVE Friday morning. I'm going to be on most of the morning show. We're going to find out who my dad is, who won the dad contest. That's going to be a lot of fun. We had a ton of fun writing the questions for that. That's going to be fucking hilarious. Everybody, thanks for tuning in this week. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.